Hey guys, this is Harman, and today we're gonna see my 5 month journey learning front end engineer. The reason I'm going to upload this video so that I think just build in public, like to show people that what I'm learning so far. I think it will be like a good opportunity, to show that what I'm learning to everyone. So far, I have completed 26 certificates from Scrimba and one from the HackerRank. So if I go to my Scrimba account, and you can see like my first certificate was actually what was from the command line basics from April 17th, 2025. But I just did that because I thought this is the first thing that I can learn, and it was easy to learn the terminal. I never started learning to code after that, to be honest. But then on the August month, I started putting more hours, and this was my first certificate that I completed. So in total, I have completed over 26 certificates on Scrimba. Got also featured on Scrimba on one of their newsletter, and for the Hacktoberfest too, which is like an open source festival where you contribute towards the open source projects. I almost got hired, but was not accepted due to the timing and location. And then again, yeah, I did the 6 open source contribution for the Hacktoberfest and earned some rewards. This was my journey, and yeah, this is how my GitHub looks like so far. Because if you can see, like I actually started learning like during March and April, but I was not that much consistent. But then suddenly, not suddenly, but that led me to start learning again. And by the August, I was like, I'm gonna do this. And that's why, like from August, you can see a consistency over my GitHub account. Yeah, I also built my the LinkedIn account, and so far I got 1100 followers. When I began, I think I only had like 300 to 200 followers. But again, this thing doesn't matter. The what matter is like what I'm like my learnings, right? But the only reason it got increased was because every single day I would share my journey on LinkedIn and X. So during my first month, I learned HTML, CSS, and built some like basic websites. They were not like a good websites at all, but just the basics one. And also I started posting on LinkedIn and X a lot, and I completed 2 certificates. So if I go to this Scrimba, and if you see this one, it's my first certificates, which I'm really proud of that I learned was the Learn HTML and CSS course from the Scrimba. Now, I just want to mention that I really like Scrimba, and they have total of 87 certificates, and I want to complete all of them. But I just want to put a big disclaimer over here that building project is the number one way. What I'm doing currently is because I paid 1 year subscription for Scrimba, and that's why I'm just like completing everything because I want to make the best use of my money, right? I paid for this platform, right? If I have to go and start learning as a beginner, right? Like if I have no money, I would probably just gonna complete a few courses that is offered by Scrimba, like a free one, or I'm gonna do the free code camp, or might be the Odin project. Dude, those are the places, like you can learn for free and build out the projects, because projects are going to make you, the only way you're gonna get hired in the companies is only by project, because you have something to show, not by the certificate. So this is a big disclaimer. I'm just doing it because I like to grind, and that doesn't mean that I'm not building projects. You go to my GitHub. I will put the link down in the description. But if you go to my GitHub, you can see all the activities. I'm building projects consistently. And I also have this repo, which is the 90-day of projects in JavaScript, which I built all of these projects. It's still under progress, right? Like in progress, because so far I have completed till I think I have completed till day 21. You can check out these projects, but that's the thing. Like if I was only grinding what we say the certificate, so there's no point of only completing these certificates. The point is to get comfortable with coding first, right? To build that logic in your mind and build more projects, because if you're able to make projects, you can show to your employer that, hey, I'm a kind of a person who can bring the ideas into reality, and that's what they're looking for, and that's the whole point, right? So that was my first month, and then I moved to the second month, which was September, and I completed 5 certificates. I learned again more HTML and CSS in depth. Then I moved to Tailwind, and then I moved to the JavaScript, if I remember correctly. I'll go back over here. Yeah, I completed the JavaScript deep dive, crash course on accessible, Tailwind too, and it was a great. I really liked the Tailwind it was the end of September, I got to know the Hacktoberfest and I participated in that, and I was able to finish Hacktoberfest by contributing towards six of them, and I was able to get featured in one of the Hacktoberfest newsletter too. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but if you go to the post, you can see it, and they featured me in their newsletter because I was able to complete the Hacktoberfest. I also was struggling with the JavaScript. I think I was able to learn it, but at the same time I was not that much confident. I still feel like that I'm not confident enough. I think I still have to learn a lot. It doesn't mean that I cannot solve a lot of things. It's just my mentality right now. And for that, I really recommend you this book, which is called You Don't Know JS. It's like a six. They're really like written in a way that helps you to understand JavaScript really well. I mentioned this already, the October thing one. And then I moved to the month 4, which was November. For the month of November, I actually completed 11 certificates. I started learning React. I was sharpening my JS skills, JavaScript skills through that book and the course from the Scrum Bus. And I also developed my interest for the computer science and machine learning. Because so far I'm like a front-end engineer student. So my plan was that I want to learn, the front-end engineer, and then I want to move to the full stack path. By the early of next year, I really want to, go into the full stack path. So that was my plan. But again, I completed 11 certificates, so I was really happy. And I built more projects. I was building like a lot of projects at that time, which was the last month actually. Month 5 came, and which is December, which is going on right now. And I completed 6 certificates so far. So I'm going to complete the front end engineer by the end of this month, which is by the end of this year actually. And I will complete in total 37 certificates from Scrimba out of 87. So I want to build more projects and start grinding DSA. Because what I think is DSA is one of those important thing that you need to know in order to get the interviews done, especially for the FANG companies. But I'm not saying I can clear those right now. But again, you never know. So that's my journey so far. Yeah, I'm really happy because if I go to my GitHub, right? Like 6 months ago, I knew nothing about coding, and so far, I'm really proud of what I've become, right? Like I learned a lot of things, and sharing my journey every single day also helped me a lot to gain like 1,000 followers, and this showed that a lot of people, like look towards my content, because my content is simple. It's only about like day 156, 157 of learning coding. I'm just putting every single day whatever the things that I like, nothing else. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you like these kind of videos, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.